So I guess at this point, I would probably put the smelters along the back here. I can bring in the plastic to something here, so I would want the output from my copper smelting to be here somewhere. Production and that'll be 6 copper smelters. And what I'll need out of this is 188 ingots. 188 ingots. But I want the splitter here. This is a splitter, right? I'm going to change this slightly because I think I'm going to put the iron smelters next to it. When we do this, I want it to be like that. Then whoops. Let's check this out. I need 3, 3, 2, 2. Okay. So now I can see that the copper is here. So I will need a Mark III belt for copper. Feel like not thinking this through. Not thinking this through. I need to bring this down or over, but I can't cross all of that. Clearly, I have made some poor decisions. Because they're going to bring the iron to here, and then or through there, and to smelt a bunch. But I need this to make sense. Let's just do this directly, and we'll pivot if we need to. My eyeballs almost come to the bottom of the belt. Lock hologram. Bare belt is too long. Uh, I feel like this is not going to match the correct height. I don't understand what the hell is happening there. Oh, there is a height change. Why is there a height difference? Just stop. What do you mean it's too steep? Let's do something stupid here. Let's do that. Maybe not like that. Okay. Do properly it. So 6.27 for a total of 188. That's really weird. I'm making one adaptive control. Yeah, and then I'll stick a whatever on it so I can make two. All right, so I need 188. So what are you doing? 188. So I have 180. So I need you to put out 38. Oops. There we go. So that'll put out 38. And then here, this will have to be a Mark III belt. And then need more guardrails. And then I guess I'm just going to take everything off of this onto one belt. It's 188, I guess. And feed one of it through that production. $136 and 152 is just not going to be nice numbers. Let's just merge everything this way. I'll have that coming out of there. So that's all the copper done. Like this still isn't level, but... So that's all my copper smelting. Let us look at iron. Oh. Need 5 smelters. Need 5 smelters, period. Making 82.5 and 67.5 to iron plates and iron rods. I have better screw recipes, but I'm just not going to bother with it right now. All right, so I need 150, so tier 3 belt to go through the smelter. But I don't know how to guarantee that I'm only going to get... I feel like I should pump it through there first. Well, even if I pump all the iron ore, this doesn't require any overclocking, so it should only ever be drawing that much. Hey, JC. Trying to bend my sorry little brain around some of this stuff. Let's... Two, three, four. Oops. You messed me up, JC. It's your fault. This will be 150, so it'll be a Mark III belt. And I need to get some iron. And a splitter. I feel like I should have inverted these. Or I could feed the iron ore through the foundries, which will go here somewhere. And then take the overflow and stuff it into there. I mean, these are maxed. Doesn't this work right? I have no idea why I'm struggling with this so bad. I feel like I don't want to raise stuff up so much. Six. Doing a bit. Okay. Those are threes. These are twos. Now. Need to get the copper from there to there. Without crossing the streams. die. Can I nudge? How do I nudge? Up, down, left, right. Oh, it's because it snapped. How do I raise or lower it? Okay. Obviously, I'm going to have to get creative here. That's not going to work, is it? Clipping, as it now totally is clipping. There we go. This point. Shit. This needs to be copper. This. So I have that sorted. This one should be iron ingots. So we're going to have iron. And I've done all the connections for this. But what I then need to do is split. I need this to go in the other direction. Nope. Nope. I just had a brainwave. Split. I will take the output from this and shove it back onto that. There we go. I can bring the coal over there. So then the coal and the iron will go to the foundries someplace else. I feel like I need a splitter right there. Oh, so confused. Other people make this look so easy. And I've already tackled a couple of these. It's just... maybe I should have brought them up facing this way. Because right now, like, I'm having a hard time getting anything into this area unless it's an output from one of these. So I guess I could continue this over and put the foundries over here. It might make the thing look a little weird. I spent 2 hours hemming and hawing over that. Jeez. That is depressing. Okay, how many foundries do I need? So I have that done. I need 2.5 foundries. Which in common parlance means 3. I'm going to leave a little space here. Let's go production and put a foundry. I'm going to need a splitter. I might want to back this off a little bit. No, I won't interfere. Okay. Back this off just a tiny bit. So the coal will go here. That'll be on a Mark II belt. And then this iron, I might as well leave it on a Mark III belt. Oh, 60, and then dial one of them back to 32.5. Is these produce 40 steel ingots? 45. So then I guess the last one is the one we'll dial back. So I'll be producing 112.5. 12.5 minus 90 is 22.5. So I need to cut it, one of them in half. So take this guy. And then I have to run the steel ingots through a constructor and then 2 more constructors to make steel pipes. So I will we have 45s. Gets to 135. It's bigger than a Mark III belt. Bigger than a Mark II, anyway. Can't have anything nice. Okay, so now the foundries will be flat out, assuming that I can connect. Do that. I want it to be straight. Hate it. Conveyor belt is too steep. It's like it knows, you know? That's me putting the iron back onto the second belt. That'll not have any power for this stuff yet. I'm gonna grab a bite. While I do that, I'm going to contemplate my lunacy and trying to set this thing up. The yard pepper.
Leftover tacos. That's all I would do if I had the Batman game, like if I was playing Arkham or something like that, and I had a mechanic like swooping, I'd be swooping all the time. Swoop. All right, let's see. That's the foundry with the 22.5. I should have been able to figure that out faster. The iron ingots will be next. Oh, we'll need a 2.25. I'll need 3. And I can overclock one of these. But I'm going to have to put up from the output from the iron. That'll be this over here. So let's do logistics, merger. And this will be 150. So mark 3 belts. So then I'll have 3. Oops. Sorry, that doesn't connect. Okay. So without any additional crap, I need to set up 7 constructors, and I'll do a tiniest bit of overclocking, just so that I can have a smaller floor plan. It's better than underclocking. I could have. Yeah, like I totally could have overclocked these. Does he still burn the same amount of power? I don't know. We'll find out afterwards. These are electrical, so they don't use a lot of power. So from the constructors, I'm going to have to feed the bulk of this into 5 more constructors. And 2 assemblers. Or 1 overclocked assembler and 2 overclocked assemblers. And then from the foundry, I'll have to do a bunch more constructors. And the copper is going to need at least 11 constructors. Damn. So you're going to need 11 constructors. $16 constructors. 17, 18 constructors. So I could just run them straight along here and then use kind of creative. I'd want to leave at least that much space. Let's go to production. How many constructors? I may need to go up a level. let's have a look here. Iron is right in front of me. If I'm got an iron ingots, I'm going to need 7. I'm going to need 7 of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use your brain. Use your brain. I'm going to have to reverse all of this because I want the iron coming out of here. Ingots, that is. So for the constructors, let's do that. Sure. And then 5, I'm going to leave enough space. I want that there. And then for the constructor, that. Why does this not line up? This, I obviously made that belt in the wrong direction. How do I want to do this again? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I want 5 of them making iron rods, 5 of them making iron plates. So the iron rods will go into yet more constructors. And then I guess loop back somehow. Goes 5. So I need iron plates. The number of iron plates I need is 45. One of these I will overclock to 25. And then out of that, I'm going to need 52.5 iron rods. What? Oh, and then another 30. So I need 82.5. So I'll just grab one of these. Because this will be 5 times 15, 75. I need another 7.5 out of one of these. Oops. Okay, now let's do splitter. So now I need to 2, 3, 4, 5. This distance is better, but this one I have to redo the entire thing again. No, that's... No one would ever do that. Okay. So that's all rods. That's plates. There's the rods and plates. And then I have the foundry. That's done. And then I'm smelting ingots. But now I need 11. I need 11 more constructors. Probably coming off of this. Sound right? Oh yeah, 6. I think I have one of these overclocked, right? Yes. Okay. Right. So don't want them to back on, but I feel like I can bring this out and split it twice into 2 lines. And those I can kind of back on to each other. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? Let's change the direction of this too. I just wish this was easier. Because you have the device, you know, physically located. So I should be able to rotate something like this, or I should be able to just select and reverse the direction of a belt. But I mean, you know, if you can't do that, you can't do that. This one is off. So that'd be 30 times 6 is 180. Yeah, tier 3 belt. Sure. Okay, let's just go. I need 11 constructors, was it? Oops. For my copper. Yes. So I can do like 5 and 6. So first things first, let's get a tier 3 belt. Way out. Then we get a Splitter. We want the Splitter. The Splitter. I put that first one. You want to put it there? That's not where I wanted it. Not sure what I'm thinking here. Let's do that. And I guess a splitter at that point would be there. And then okay. 2, 4, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5. Okay, let's see. So the copper sheets are going to a plastics assembler, but then the rest of them are going to a wire machine and a stator assembler. Now, steel production needs to feed into copper wire, so I would want the copper wire to be on this side. I want all copper wire. I want to leave 2 as copper sheets. This sheets, and this will be copper sheets. So then for this, so I could merge all of it together. But I feel like a bunch of this wire oh. How much wire am I going to be producing? 30 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then with the tiniest bit of overclocking, I thought. 0.07. So I need to be producing 272. So I'm just breaking a tier 3 belt. So I'm going to need one of these to be producing 32. Hey, Lunacris. Not doing too bad. Just setting up some fat belts. Every now and then, the belts do something stupid. Or I do something stupid with the belts. Stream's going pretty good. How fast that thing goes. So then I need all of the wire and some of the... Wait, I need constructors for the steel now. Okay, yeah, alright. So I need to set up... Wait, I didn't overclock the other copper. 26. So for the sheets... I think they produce 10. Yes. See... Including the overclocking? Nice. People have been asking me about my schedule. I theoretically, I don't have a schedule. I kind of play when I can. But it's usually most nights 9 to midnight Atlantic time. But today it's a 4-day weekend, so I had all day, so I figured I'd just jump on and take care of some of this mind-numbing. I find it cathartic, though. This mind-numbing calculation. It's like spatial management. It's like coming together, you know? It's not too dense, but it's dense enough. What do you do, Luna Chris? I feel like you might be artistically inclined. Are you not? I find a lot of artists online these days. So I need 1. I'll put 2 and downclock 1. 2 construct. 3 constructors. Is that using all of my steel? Should be. So I can put them in a row next to the output here. Because this will be the output from the copper wire. This will be the output from steel. And then I guess I can put the assemblers along here to make the rotors. That is fair, Lunacris. That is fair. Let's see. So I have this coming straight out. So let's put a belt. Why do I have a tier 3 belt on that? I feel like I don't need a tier 3 belt. It's 45, 45. You definitely do this with a tier 2 belt. No, it's not what I wanted. So that's 90s, 112 and a half. Well, I'm always happy to have someone to chat with, Luna. These machines are not the same size, so I had to offset slightly. So, tier 2 belts. Let's just bring it straight out from here. And then but I'm gonna need space here. No, I'm good. I see enough art. I get hit up regularly to do something. So much so that I said maybe I'm in the wrong business and started taking a Blender course. Because honestly, like as a streamer, it really pays to be able to do a lot of your own work, because it gets expensive otherwise. And I don't do this for profit, so I have no budget for it. Pipes to come. Steel pipe. And then I need one machine making beams. What do the beams go into? An assembler that uses a bunch of... Assembler that uses my concrete. Huh. Yeah, I suppose. The concrete can come over here, I guess. to make reinforced beams. So that's the only belt that I'm not using yet. And then I can make the concrete here and feed it into, yeah, okay. So let's dismantle that. It's on the other side. That'll be steel beams. Do I need exactly 15? Yes. Concrete is easy enough. The steel pipe, though, I need to be able to produce 20. What? Oh, and then I need 15 to go that way. So I need the output from one of the constructors, this one probably, to be full. And then I'll clock this one down to 15. Oop. Yeah, I don't think a lot of people really consider artist saturation. Like, a streamer needs one artist. That's it. Just one. One that they trust, one that they work with closely. But there are hundreds of them. Like, in the run of a week, I have 5 to 10 people. Like, even today, 3-4 people have already messaged. And I'm like, no, I don't need anything. You know. If I did, I'd go looking, and then I'd probably pay twice as much, and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, I don't think the odds of me going to go looking for any art anytime soon. That's steel beams. That's the one that I'll use for stators, which I'll probably take the wire output here, and I'll make my stators? Stators or rotors here. I'll have this coming out here, plus I'll leave a small gap here, but I'll make my concrete production there. So how many concretes? I need 2. That then. Okay, these all line up nearly perfectly. Yeah. This concrete. This concrete. Splitter. You need 45 to make 30. And give you a little bit of room. Pretty sure this concrete is on a Mark II belt, yeah. Go that way. Yeah. That's better. Probably could have done something similar here. So I may refactor this slightly. This one I can't do anything about. Is this the cop? It is the cop. I'm just happy to have it not be immediately in the way here. And that's an output. So make sure I get this height right. Eight. This just looks terrible, but I love it. Okay. What's the height I'm looking for here? Oh, this is so much cleaner. Then I'm going to have to power all of this. So how are we doing for power here? Like that? I should have plenty. So I could add about 2,000 more to this. I'll probably be all right. Did I? Oh, I know what happened. Because I'm not consuming... No. Let me get a sink here. Awesome sink. What should happen is another 300 and something should jump onto this, and some weird numbers, like something that ends in like 666 or 16 or 12 or something. Because as I consume the plastic, it'll free up production to produce more heavy oil, and then the heavy oil into fuel. It's going to take a few minutes to ramp up. How are we doing? Love that.
I probably have a bunch of plastic in storage, so I can probably move all of that away. You know what? I'm just going to throw this away for now, too. Better. Okay, so let's see. Power hasn't improved. There it is. Weird numbers. Perfect. So the generators are kicked in. I've got concrete production. Then I'll want the beams and the concrete. Steel beams, concrete. Produce 5 industrial beams. I guess it would be 45 and 22.5 normally. But he's at 84%, so maybe it's I don't know what this thing puts out. Like 7? 6.5, 6, 6, 6, 16, 6, 6, 16, yeah. That'll do it. So it's actually 16% or 1/6. And 1/6 of that is, I don't even know. I don't know. All right, so I need an assembler. That's all we need. One assembler, probably facing that direction. So I'll need to sum this. Then I can put the assembler... What is he outputting? Industrial beams into the heavy modular frames. Interesting. So what I should do is actually double the output here. Oh, I wish I'd looked closer at this. See, like I'm going to set up production for both of those some other way. And if I had just doubled all of this, I would have been able to steal some from here and there and store it, and then have this producing these. And I would only be exercising the bits and pieces of this that would be needed to replace those. Oh, I feel so stupid. And that was making 2 computers per minute, and this is making 1 modular frame per minute. Whatever. Okay. We're going to need rods and iron plates to make modular frame. And then we're going to have to add screws, steel pipes, and encased industrial beams to make a heavy modular frame. Need an assembler. So I can put the assembler here.
East Industrial Beam. Those are weird numbers. So now I'm making 5 encased industrial beams. That is input number 1. So next, steel pipe construction. Part of it is going to have to go there. But 15 is going to have to go to stator assembly, along with 40 wire. So I need a feed of the steel pipes and a split off of the wire. So this is the steel pipes. How many of these am I going to need? A single assembler. Make a stator. Wait a minute. I need 15 pipes. Is it 15? Go back to max here. Let's make you 15. No, but simple. This should be wire. So if I do a splitter here, here, I need all of that wire to go to 4 constructors to make cables. Cute. And I still need the output. So I have a splitter there. And that lets me okay, so if I split all the way along there, I can do construct. Okay. No, I found a way. Found it. I can totally do this. I get it. I get it. And then I can sneak it around and feed it to the assembler over there. So I'm making 116 cables.
This is going to make wire, but it's only 30. No, 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 no. No. Like cable. Like, we need 60 for each of these. What do I need out of this? Okay, we need 116. So out of 4 of them, we're making 120. So I need 26. And then, yeah, I want it. As long as these don't touch, we're probably fine. Now I'm making cable, which means I can take the leftover copper, make my assembler here. Because what is this making? 30 cables. Now, given that I've done that, I need to be able to fit assembly. Snap. Yeah, 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 yeah. That is not a good time. Can't. Can't. Can't really squeeze any extra room there. I could have snugged that up a bit more. As long as I leave room on this side, I should be able to get the stuff out of there. So I think the assembler can probably go this way. I don't need to worry about that. What are we doing for space here? Let's do that.
That'll be the 15 into encased beams. That'll be pipes? No. That's the encased beams. This is supposed to be wire and steel pipes is stator. This is supposed to be stator. It'll be 15 and 40. Now, I'm not using any of the plastic yet. And I'm making the sheets and all the wire and the concrete and encased beams. I am smelting all of the iron. I'm making all of the rods and all of the plates. And I'm making steel pipes. Okay. So we have this little cluster, which I guess I should do next. So that's taking iron, well, actually no, for here I need the iron rods into screws, and then I need 3 assemblers. Okay, so I need 5 constructors. And I could say 3 assemblers if I want to overclock. So I'll say 3 just for the footprint. And I'll do 5 with a little bit of overclocking. So next, I need 5 constructors. Consume rods, which I'm making here. Because of what I need to do next, I'm going to take all the rod. So I need 30 iron rods to make modular frames. And to make modular frames, I'll need the output from reinforced plates. So that'll happen on the other side. So all I really need is 30 units. Oh, sorry, no. I need to feed 52.5 into screws. So that's 15. 20, wait, what? 22.5. So I need these 3. Okay, so I can use only what we need, which is what I got there. But in some cases, like with the ingots, I just want to basically thread them through. We're making less than 60, right? Then I think this needs to go into screw production, right? The iron rods and the modular frames. No, these 52.5 will be going into screw constructors. Screw
constructors. But I have plates. Oh, I did this wrong. Okay. Let's go in here. Let's do that. Overclock you to 22.5. Enter. Escape out of that. Break this. Bring this down to normal production. We want these. So I need to turn them into screws. Yes. I could just put the splitters here. How many do I need? 5, and I'll overclock one, right? See how well I can do this now. That's 15, that's 15, that's 15, that's 15. That's fine. It's fine. Okay, so then I'll sum this way and then subtract that way. Yeah, that's... this is still 60. And then this should just be normal screws, right? Yep, 10 rods, 40 screws. Now. Oh, wait. I need to produce 210 screws. 210 screws. Let's go to the beginning. So that'll be 200. I need 50 out of this one. So then I'll want a 40 and a 50 to go into iron plates. And I want the other 120 to go with the modular frames and the encased industrial beams. I might bring that under the platform, or I might periscope it over top. I need to get some plates going here. I would second guess this again, but like, where are the rods going? You know what? These can be the... How many plates do I need? I'm thinking about this all wrong. I was trying to put them all onto one belt and stuff like that. And if that's not the plan, then I can just shift stuff around. I want 90 screws. And I need 45 plates. Do I have any of these overclocked? Oh, there's my 45 plates. Okay, so let's make this rods. Take that off. Let's make this rods. Let's make this plates. This plates. And then overclock him to 25. Sure. I can bring that out without interfering with a different merger. But no, that's fine. What are we making here? 45 plates? That's going somewhere, and then all of this needs to be summed up. How many of the screws do I need for... I need 90 screws. Would prefer to make this 50. Here, take that. Okay, at least I'm not gonna lose it. Let's see. I need these screws and these plates. It's more than one belt. This is one belt. So I'm going to make reinforced plates, and that's going to have to go into an assembler with the iron rods. Which will be this one. So the assemblers could be here. Which means I need one of these and overclock it. Or I can just have two and underclock. I feel like I want one and overclock it. Let's get an assembler. We're going to have to run the power through all of this anyway. There's so many components to this. I don't like it. You need to go there and be like that. This will be reinforced plates. So I'll need 45 and 90. Yeah. Okay. Oh. 45 and 90, so this is making steamed plates. And then I take the rods and the steamed plates and shove it into at least 2 assemblers to make modular frames.
Oh, I gotta have a look at this while I think. My brain is broken. Aimed at how long it's taken me to do this. This is pretty though. I did all right with that. I haven't turned it all on yet. Let's see. With the outputs like right there, I can put the two. I'll have to figure that out. But I have my two outputs here. So I'm figuring if I'm going to sum these, this is my 30 rods. You can get a splitter here. But that doesn't help. Kind of feel like I should have wrapped this around that way. But I know the output from this is an input to what I'm making right now, right? Reinforced iron plates. Then what do I do with that? That goes into... I could periscope it up and around. Yeah, like I could do something weird like this. Let's see how much space I need to make it not look weird. I would need like that much space. Then I could do something like... You know what? I could move it back. Okay. If it could match up perfectly with that, that'd be all right. So then this one... How many of those did I need? I needed two. But... Let me make it again. Modular frame. That'd be plates and rods. And I can make 5 per minute. And
I'm making more than 7.5 stitched plates, right? I totally am making 7.5. I feel like I'm going to disassemble this when I'm done with it anyways. The other option is to refactor all of my manufacturing such that I'm manufacturing in certain locations and I'm training stuff around. And if I need to make more of something, then I produce just that much more and then pull it or ship it. For the manufacturer, the encased industrial beams is over on the other side. So I need to bring the industrial beams over. Steel pipes and the modular frames I just made. Steel pipes. Exactly 20 steel pipes. So the encased beam and the steel pipes are right here. Then I just need to find a way to bring, probably underneath. That's encased beams. So that has to be an input. Sensible way to do this. That's the encased beams. Stators. Encased beams. Got that done. Steel pipes. This one. What are you making? 20. I have the pipes and the beams. I'm going to need a ton of screws. I need to bring over those modular frames. What are you making? Ah, there's the screws. So that should be 3 of those. I think I can snake them underneath. I can bring them up and over. If I bring them up and over this way. Yep, I can snorkel them in there.
Just a Mark II. And then I'm going to 6. What? I could use a bus. At least I can run over it. Oh. Oh, is that clipping? God. Is it actually like on the belt? Oh, you know what? I can live with that. That's not really clipping. Fallen. Do 6E. 6E. So that's the screws. I guess if I snorkel this up, there's 6. How tall do I want to go? I'm going to need a little bit of framework here. Let's line up with this. think that's what I'm looking for. So it is right here. Alright, I'm good. Size this up. It really sucks that it's not 1-for-1. I don't think it gets any better. That's interesting. So in theory, I could raise this a few. Have that come over and hook into it. Then maybe I don't need 6 hours. Jeez. I'll be cutting this one up. That would have been a nice day for fishing. Let's do 6. Yeah, but that's a good height right there. We'll reach. Can I please get on top of this? Jeez. It's just slightly taller than the... I think that's it. That is excellent. Getting rid of this. And I'm gonna need 2 more levels. No idea. Once I get this here. Hopefully this works. There is a point at which your life, like when you look back at all the things that you've done or didn't do, and it feels meaningless. I don't. Listen. I pride myself with being able to entertain a variety of thoughts. Maybe not completely seriously, but I do like to muse on them a little bit. That's this one done. here, this will be heavy modular frames, right? At 0.5. So we'll have 5 frames, which I think I'm making, but I'm like 2.5 overclocking. Steel pipes 20, yes. Case beams 5, I think so, and 120 screws. Yes. Okay, now I have a bunch of cables. Stators, and I need to make automated wiring, but I'm going to need 2 assemblers for that. And next question is, where well, because of the height of these, I could have put them, at least one of them, further over, which I may do right now. Oh, made it too tall. That doesn't interfere with that. This. And it's 1, 2. That's better. Turning this on for the first time is going to be a hoot. Huge power drain. Have a look here. I've got that one done. I'm going to make the stators, but actually what I should be doing is building circuit boards. I'll need plastic and copper sheets. And the cable, a little bit of cable. To make computers. The tickets I'm making. Fluctuation is ridiculous. Still mad about that. Is that my space elevator all the way over there? Oh yeah, totally. Okay, let's see what we've got here. We're using everything over here. Okay, so we're feeding. So we're not touching any of this. Which is a pile of wire. What? 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 This is supposed to be copper. Is this also not set? No, it is. Okay. I need copper sheets. Put they over here. I have 26 copper sheets. Which is exactly what I need to make circuit boards. Okay, so I need the output from these two machines and the plastic. It's all connected. This is an output. Literally do that right here. I need two assembler. Bring them down this way. And I can put them here, I guess. Didn't want to build because of the friggin' power pole. Whatever. Yeah. So yeah, I can bring my copper sheets down and plug them in here. If I want to leave a gap here, I'm gonna have to get vertical. I don't think anything here is high volume. This should be circuit boards. This should be circuit boards. Oh. I need to produce 13. 7.5, 2.5, 5. 11 and 22. 26 and 42. Actually get those two assemblers right here. I need perspective. Been a long day doing this shit. Have the copper sheets there. Maybe I'm utilizing the back of the base. To put 2 more, so I need 4 more assemblers. I can put here, I guess. What are you? Near stators, so that could be an input there. Stators and cables for automated wiring. And I can get the cables from over there somewhere. So these two should be stators. This should be circuit boards. Okay. So some have to be automated. Need him to produce everything. So the stators can probably go here. 5. So that's the stators. The next thing I need is a bunch of cable, which I'll figure out in a minute. Now, what did I need here? Need to bring the plastic this way.
We need 60 plastic. Less than 60 plastic. So let's do it. That limits the potential for telescoping, but that'll be the plastic. And then all I need is the copper sheets. Copper sheets probably bring in a little closer. Whoops. Yeah, I'm going to back it up. As I get low. Here we go. I think we've done it. The only thing I don't have, that's copper sheets. This is a bunch of wiring that I don't have prepared. Got it. Oh, that's a problem. That is tempting.
Why didn't I want it back there? Because it was going to clip through that. But in theory, it doesn't need to clip through that. We look. I already have the stators connected. I need to get the wires into that. That is 116 wires. Uh, 116 wires. So now I need to get 100 of these. What? Oh, these are the inputs. That's the output. That's 30. That's 30. That's 30. This should be 26. Yes. I think I have no choice but to plug it into this and then take the runoff at the end, maybe. Sure.
Oh, that's the splitter. That's wire, and then I can take the 16 out of this and plug it into whatever the end game is. That's done. Is that it? I have to make the... No. The circuit boards I have to connect to plastic. Okay. Oh, not one. Right, so that should be the sheets and the plastic. But I haven't connected the sheets yet. Yes, that's 26 total. As it turns out, that's what I need. Yeah, I'm going to have to rework that, I think. Yeah.
Have a little peek here. Let's go here. That's the height that I'm coming in on. I think I might be a bit off. It's a little flippy. Let's do 6. Do 6, then turn that way. Okay, it's done. So now I need to assemble plastic circuit boards, cables into computers, and then plug all 4 of those. So one of these is making circuit boards. 7.5 and 5.5, and I need 5. So I'll run the 2 manufacturers next to each other. But this one needs to be close to circuit boards, plastics, cables, automated wire. So I want this guy to be here, basically. It's going to be automated wiring, which I have. Plastic, which is right next to it. Heavy modular frames, which I'll be able to bring over. Should be right here. Here, the circuit boards are also here. And then the computers can be brought over. So then, but we don't need plastic for that. We need plastic for the computer. So plastic circuit boards and cables. That'll have to be over here. Plastic circuit boards and cables. So this is the end this is computers here, I think. This could be bad. The cables should be right there.
because I have it attached to this. That is cables. Okay, cables. Get circuit boards and plastic in there. He has to be at 0.8. He'll be producing 2 computers. How many circuit boards do I need? 8. So let's sum to here. And then I'll need a splitter. I suppose I could have split from here. And then that, and then all right, so I can take circuit boards that way, or I can take circuit boards that way. What else does this thing need? Plastic. Oh, that's easy. Plastic can come in from the other side. This way, really.
Okay, that's not gonna work, is it? I feel like it's still not level. So just below. That should be it. Okay, what have I got to get into this thing now? Automated wiring. Cables are already in the circuit boards, right? So I took that out and plugged that in there. I could push this over, make it a bit taller. No, you know, I want to put that back. I think I kind of do. In the circuit boards. That is pretty much almost it. I'm not sure how this works. Oh, I see. See, it's just a bit too short. So if I do something like that. Do this. It's perfectly level. Okay, now. Is this clock down? Yes. So now I need, whoops, that was completely unintentional, but awesome. So I need wiring circuit boards, the computers, and heavy modular frames. What's up, bud? I have not, no. Are we going somewhere? Okay. I think separate plans are happening.